Canva is doing it again. They just released a brand new feature which is probably going to change the way we think visually. I'm talking about the brand new Canva whiteboards, and in this video we are going to discover what these Canva whiteboards are all about, how to collaborate with your team on these whiteboards, and some of the common use cases for working with whiteboards. So if you're ready to be amazed one more time by what Canva can do, let's jump into the video. What is up everyone, Ronnie here, welcome back to the channel. I'm super happy and pumped to be here with you today as I have some fresh news, a new feature that you are going to love. I'm talking about the new Canva whiteboards, and in this video we are going to really dive deep into what they are, what you can do with them, and really explore that new feature. Just a little warning before I start, if you don't see this feature yet on your Canva account, don't freak out. This is eventually going to be available for both free and pro users. If you don't see it yet, just be patient. Don't flood the comments with questions on how to get it because it's not gonna help. Just be patient. All right, let's jump into Canva and discover the new whiteboards. Canva likes to talk about whiteboards with this tagline, give your ideas space to grow. So that's the main concept behind the new whiteboards. Okay, let's start from the Canva homepage. I want to show you how to access whiteboards. And by all means, this is kind of an early look into the product. As a Canva expert, we have this early access to these features. So there might be a different way to access them once it is available to you. Probably you will find an easy access to the whiteboards from one of these categories right here. But for now, I'm just going to type in whiteboard in the search bar right here. And I'm going to be using this document type right here that says whiteboard. Okay, so I'm going to click once, and Canva should be showing me a couple of different whiteboard kind of templates, but also a button here that says create a blank whiteboard. Let's go ahead and click on this button. So now what's happening is that Canva has created this document right here that doesn't look exactly like the type of documents we used to have in Canva, right? It has a lot of dots. And if I zoom out, I can see this canvas is kind of big. So give your ideas space to grow is the main tagline Canva is using for the new whiteboards, because it basically erases the limit of the page. So when you're working on a Canva document, you're usually limited by the amount of space you have on your pages, be it a presentation, an Instagram post, a story, a video, anything, you are limited by the canvas. But here on whiteboards, the canvas is actually infinite. So that is something already very new. So that's the first thing I can see here. Something else I notice is that right here under the templates tab of the object panel, I have a bunch of templates related to whiteboards. Okay, so I have different types of documents: purple, yellow, basic team, retro, debrief. So you can do debriefing with your team, for example, different kinds of charts, different kind of decision matrices. I have this one right here. Let's click on one and see what happens when you try to import a template to your whiteboard. So there you go. I have imported this specific one, and you can see every element of the templates are actually usable. You can also zoom in and out on your whiteboard, just like you could on any other document. Let's collapse this side panel to have more space right here. So use these different elements right here to create whiteboard magic. So you can see how you can really easily collaborate with your team. And I'm going to talk about the collaboration features in just a moment. But yeah, we have sticky notes, we have little stickers that we can use to vote on different ideas. And then we have some organized columns right here where I can see team members will be able to come and inject their ideas. So that's pretty much how you use whiteboards. But from here, what I want to demonstrate to you is how vast, actually infinite, this Canva is. Okay, so if I zoom out, and let's say I want to grab one of the sticker here. Let me zoom back in a little bit. You see the sticker is right here. I can move it to the side and go really far. Actually, I could go infinitely far. So I could just spend the entire video moving this object to the right, which I'm not gonna do because this is boring. Okay, so I just wanted to demonstrate. You see how small all the other objects are? And this is right here. This is my sticker. So yeah, it is an infinite dashboard that Canva is giving us to give us some space for our ideas to grow. So really like that. Let me come back to my main screen here. I really like that we have all of that space available. Something else also I noticed is that I can navigate this whiteboard with the little wheels that I have on my mouse. You see, I have this wheel right here, and because I'm using this type of mouse, I also have a lateral wheel. So if I use this one, you can see I can scroll left and right. So I really love that Canva is immediately recognizing the different buttons on my mouse to be able to navigate this whiteboard. So I can go lateral scrolling or vertical scrolling, which is really useful in this use case for the whiteboard. So that's just a little parenthesis. If you do have such a mouse with double wheels, that could be very functional for your whiteboards. With whiteboards, Canva wants us to think big, but also to think visually. Okay, so they are giving us all of that space and all of these tools so that we can bring our ideas to life, but not only on paper, but mostly using visuals to express all of these ideas, to brainstorm all of these ideas and making them come to life. So what I want to do now with you guys is to explore all of these whiteboard specific features that Canva has for us to really help us express our ideas visually. All right, so the first set of tools, the first set of features that Canva puts at our disposal to work with whiteboards is the templates, okay? So you can find templates in two ways, so that hasn't changed from the rest of the Canva experience. You can find them either from within the editor by using the templates tab right here, and you will find a bunch of whiteboard specific templates when you are in a whiteboard document type, obviously. So that's completely normal, usual, I would say. And you can also search for them. So it says search whiteboard templates. If I'm looking for a brainstorm template, for example, just typing in brainstorm, and Canva will bring up a couple of brainstorming templates. So I'm gonna use this one right here, and this will also show you how big this Canva can get actually, because by bringing a new template, yes, there you go, you can position it wherever you want on your huge infinite space right here. So this is just to show you the large choice in terms of templates, and we can expect, just like for any other document type, more and more of these templates to be published in the Canva library. So that's the first way to find these templates. Another way is simply to use the Canva template library. So for that, head back over your Canva homepage, click on the templates tab right here in the left column, and once you're there, you can simply search for whiteboards. So whiteboard, like so, whiteboard without an S. And then from here, you will be able to explore the different whiteboards. Some of them have different pages, like this one right here, Retro Brainstorm. So if you click on it, it will open and give you a preview of this specific template. So from this preview page, you can obviously visualize the different pages and see what they are all about. And usually the whiteboard templates will give you some assets or resources, little stickers, little elements, visual elements. So these could be really useful to work on your whiteboard project. Even though you're not working on a brainstorming project, you could probably fetch some of these little elements right here from the template and then use it on your whiteboard. Okay, I'm gonna come back to the whiteboard I already have created right here. I'm going to zoom out to kind of show you the entire project and continue to show you the whiteboard specific features that Canva has for us. The second one is when we move down to the Elements tab right here. When we do that and we are using a whiteboard document type, you will find some specific elements in the object panel. The object panel, for those of you who don't know, is this darker side menu of the Canva editor. So yeah, that's just the name Canva uses to describe this menu right there, the object panel. So you will find different types of whiteboard specific elements under this object panel. So what I noticed using whiteboards is that the Elements tab of the object panel has been slightly reorganized to make it easier for us to find the right type of elements. So I will have some sticky notes. So I love the sticky notes. So I can click on one, for example, the classic yellow sticky note, like so. Okay, I imported it here. It's quite small. I'm going to zoom in and find my sticky note. Where is my sticky note? on my huge whiteboard. There you go. So there is my sticky note. I can immediately type in some great ideas in my sticky note. I can change the font of the sticky note, which is cool. I can use my custom font if I want to. I can make the font bigger, and I can change the color of the sticky note to any color I want. I don't have to stick with what Canva shows me there. When I come back to the object panel, I see some other things. I see line and shapes has been kind of pushed upward, so I can use it easier. So let's use a shape, this shape right here. You're probably already familiar with these new line and shapes. So if you click on the shape button, you can change your shape for anything. You can also start typing immediately, idea number 1. And what's cool about this is that you can, if you go back to your lines and shapes, you can add a line if you want, and that line can connect to your shapes. So we already showed you guys this trick on the channel before. So if you connect that line, the way you do this is you have created your line, you click on it, you click on one of the circle extremities of your arrow, and when you move it towards a shape or towards anything, really any other element on your document, you will see these anchor points. So I could attach my arrow to the middle anchor point of this pentagonal shape right here, and now when I move the shape, the arrow will move with it. So this could be really cool to create some charts on my whiteboard and to create more elaborated user flows or any kind of charts really. But let me show you another novelty when it comes to whiteboard, which is going to be really useful to create flow charts this time. When you add a shape, like this one right here, you will see some plus signs around your shape. So let me first delete these two. Bring that shape here. Okay, let's say this is the entry point, okay? Entry of user. Okay, let's imagine we are creating a user funnel. Okay, so this is the entry point. I can click on the plus button right here, and this will create a second shape, the same shape. Okay, and the more you click on that plus button, the more you can create different shapes right here. You can come back here, create another one, delete this one, for example, and the arrow as well. So this is really cool to create flowcharts, and I can swap the color and the shape and everything here. So I can make the second one a circle instead of a square. I can change the color, obviously. I can use the copy style button to quickly change the color of my shape. And I can create elaborated flows or charts just by using this feature. And if you don't want this feature to be active, so it's actually called quick flow, you can click on this button right here and you are disabling that ability to create quick further shapes and lines connected to this one. Okay, if you want to bring it back, use the three little dot button right here, enable quick flow, like so. And then now, once again, I can continue creating my shapes, changing them for whatever I like, changing the color, even adding a border if I want to, changing the weight of the border as well. I can round the corners, all of this good stuff we already showed you on the channel. All right, so that was Quick Flow. It's an exclusive feature for whiteboards at the moment. And it's funny how Canva slowly paved the way to get to these quick flows by introducing the new lines and shapes and the connecting lines. And now we are kind of moving into this fully baked version of this quick flow feature, which is really cool and will allow us to work much faster on our charts. Now, what else is new in this object panel? I can see whiteboard specific graphics. So let's click on see all. We see a bunch of different stickers here that could be very useful to vote on ideas. For example, if I see something cool in my brainstorming session, I can just grab that sticker and add it to a specific sticky note with a good idea. I can give thumbs up, or if you flip this around, if you flip this, for example, vertically, you could give a thumb down to a specific idea. You could have your winner idea, some hearts. So the stickers here will make interacting, working with your team on specific whiteboards more fun, more visual, more interactive, okay? So yeah, have a look at these specific stickers for whiteboards. And then obviously you also have access to all the other assets from the Canva library. So you have access to your photos, you have access to your videos, you also have access to the embed features. For example, if you want to add a GIF to your whiteboard, this is absolutely possible. Just head over the plus button right here, find Giphy, and for example, you're searching for a GIF that says, "Oh no." So you can just type "oh no" and then find the right GIF, click on it, and it will be added to your whiteboard. So I can see how teams will have a lot of fun working with these visual assets really that Canva has, but bringing them to this open workflow where everybody can interact at the same time. So yeah, a lot of fun ahead of these whiteboard collaborations with your team. All right, but what if you want to download your whiteboard? It's such a big thing, like what type of format will that be? Well, there is also a specific download feature for whiteboards. So you can select a couple of elements or a part of your whiteboard, like so. I selected this entire page right here. It's not a page, but this entire section of my design. And then I can use the three little dots right here to download the selection. So you can download specific parts of what's on your whiteboard with this feature right here. So again, you select the area or the group of elements you wish to download. For example, all of these right here. Click on the three dots, download selection. And then this will pop open your download menu. And just like for any other download, really, you can select your different formats. Let's say JPEG, and you can download right there. So the format of that document will depend obviously on the area, on the amount of elements you are selecting and you wish to download. Okay, I'm not gonna download them, but I just wanted to show you, you can download portions of your whiteboards with that feature. All right, I hope you are enjoying this video so far about Whiteboard. You are learning something new about Canva with us. If you do, leave us a like. This will really help us as creators on YouTube to show the video to more people. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, now would be the perfect time to do so. We have 2 new videos every week, one from me, one from Diana, and we want you to grow as a designer. So hit that subscribe button. All right. Guys, let's go back now. I would like to introduce you the way you can collaborate with your team on these new Canva whiteboards. So for that, I'm going to be inviting Diana to collaborate with me on a specific design I have started, a specific whiteboard I have started for us. So let's jump over that whiteboard. So this is the whiteboard I have created for us to work on. So let me first zoom in a little bit and use my cool lateral scrolling on my mouse. I'm really proud of this feature. So as you can see, I have organized a couple of sticky notes with Ronnie in yellow and Diana in pink. And then I have organized some of the graphics to be voting or choosing on the colors that we are using right here, because I want this whiteboard to be a brainstorm between Diana and I about our team run the color palettes. Okay, so we need to figure out our new color palettes, and I want us to vote on which of these palettes we find more interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna invite Diana to my whiteboard. So let me zoom out a little bit so we see the entire whiteboard in front of us right here, a little bit more, like so. Okay, so I see everything here. A couple of ways you can invite people to your document to collaborate with you. Head over your profile picture right here, and next to it, you should see a plus button. So if you click on the plus button, I could simply add Diana's name in this box right here. So I can do that, or I can copy the link of the whiteboard and share that in an email, in an instant message with Diana. I'm just gonna type in her name here, and it's gonna appear. There you go. I'm gonna click on it and invite her. You can type in a message. Hey Diana, come brainstorm about our colors here. Okay, I'm going to send that to Diana and she will receive an email to join the whiteboard. Okay, so we're just waiting for Diana to join this whiteboard and see how we can easily collaborate with our teammates on specific design. And there you go. I can see Diana's photo, profile photo right here popping up. And now you can see Diana's cursor right here. We can see that she is discovering the guidelines, the sticky notes, and kind of making her way on the whiteboard. So I really like these interactive cursors that show me exactly what Diana is working on, or what part of the whiteboard she's interacting with. So pretty much what I can do, let's imagine I am on a Zoom call with Diana, and I could tell her, hey Diana, so I have some sticky notes there, you can use the pink ones, I will be using the yellow ones. What I would love us to do here is to decide which of these 5 color palettes we want to use as our dominant, our main color palette for our brand, the Team Rondi. So yeah, maybe what we could also do, if there is a specific color in a specific palette that we like, to use the stickers that I've left here underneath the sticky notes to express that we like this color, we don't like a specific color. So yeah, that's what I would like us to do. All right, so I can see Diana is leaving some hearts on the palettes. Me, I will be pointing, and I'm not going to use this one from the collection here, I'm just going to duplicate it. So I'm going to click on Option and grab this finger, and me, I will indicate that I really like this yellow right here. So I'm going to point at the yellow, and I'm also going to leave a sticky note to explain what I like about this yellow, maybe that I would like to use this yellow. But you see my sticky note is quite small, so I'm going to zoom in, and when someone zooms in on the whiteboard, it doesn't zoom in on the side of the other person collaborating, okay? So really love that yellow. We should definitely use it in the main palette. What do you think? Okay, so Diana will probably read that, but in order to make sure she reads that sticky note, I can leave a comment for her. So leaving comment on whiteboards is slightly different than leaving comment on a typical document type in Canva, in that you can leave comment attached to that specific element. So when you click on it, you would have the ability to add a comment to this. So I'm going to tag Diana actually, so she actually sees this comment with more visibility, I would say. What do you think? What do you think? So I'm going to comment on this, and Diana will now see that there is a little runny bubble right here next to this comment that I left her, and she can come to it and reply to the comment in the thread of the comment. So when she does that, and if I want to see at any time what Diana is working on, I can click on her profile picture, and this will bring me to her actual cursor. You see, because I was zoomed in on this part of my sticky note, I didn't know where Diana was actually interacting on this whiteboard. So by clicking on a person's avatar, I can go directly to where they are actually looking at or pointing on the whiteboard. So I can see she's not moving. Maybe she went to the bathroom, or maybe she's there. Oh, she just moved. Okay, so again, I'm going to click here, and now she is grabbing a sticker. So clicking on the profile picture is really useful because it will help me kind of keep track of what each of the team members are doing on the whiteboard. So I love that feature as well. Okay, so it seems that Diana finally read my message, and I can see that she's interacting with my sticky note right here. I can see her name interacting with that specific element on the whiteboard. So maybe she will reply in the thread of my comment. Yes, indeed. Now I can see there is a little red dot right here. I can see view to unread comments. So Diana has added some messages to this discussion thread. I can click on the bubble again to see what she thinks. So she responded, "This is perfect, I loved it," and then she sent a sticker. All right, so that's good. I can from here say another thing, like for example, "Thank you." And I will just send that first, reply, and then I can use the little check mark right here to keep things tidy and to resolve this comment. So by doing so, the comment will disappear, the conversation is finished, we agreed on something. All right, so this is great. I think this sums up pretty well how you can collaborate with your team. And by all means, like, there is only Diana here, but you could do this with, I believe, up to 50 different people interacting on the same whiteboard as of today without breaking Canva. So I really encourage you to try doing this with your team. Oh yeah, there is one more feature, one collaboration feature I would like to show you, which is a new thing as well and really specific to whiteboards. And that is the ability to add a timer. And the timer option is going to be very useful useful for certain activities. For example, let's say you are brainstorming like we are doing about the colors, but you want to you have like different things and decisions to make in that specific meeting. So let's say you want to give the entire team 2 minutes to brainstorm on this point number 1. So you will find next to your notes button a new button called timer, and this will bring up a timer. By default it will be set on 5 minutes. So let's reduce this 5 minutes to, well, for the sake of the example, I'm going to just put, let's say 10 seconds, okay? If I start the timer, Diana will also see the timer. So let's start this timer. And we see when it comes to 10 seconds, I'm going to start receiving some sounds. And when the timer comes to 0, you will have this sound indicating time is up. Okay, so this is very useful when you work with your team, you need to do focus time, or you need to have specific activities and have a very packed agenda. One thing you have to know is that everyone on the whiteboard will be seeing a synchronized timer. So everybody will be on the same page with timer. All right, so these were all the features Canva decided to bring to whiteboards for us to collaborate at ease with our team. All right, guys, I think I covered all the different new features related to Whiteboard. Let's wrap up the tutorial with a few common use cases for using these whiteboards. And the first one is brainstorming and ideation. So this is a typical case where you will invite your team members, like I just did with Diana, and you will work together on solving a problem or making decisions about a specific topic, a specific aspect of your business. One tip that I might give you here is to use these keywords, brainstorming and ideation, when you look for templates for whiteboards. So let's try brainstorming, like so. You should find a bunch of relevant templates. Let's see if ideation works as well. Ideation, like so. Yeah, there's only one. But basically the official categories of use cases that I'm going over right now, Canva's official categories, will probably give you a hint at what keywords to type in the template library to surface these templates. So try to remember them. The first one was brainstorming, that's the strong keyword, and ideation. The second use case Canva puts forward for their whiteboard is meetings and workshops. Okay, so daily stand-ups, agenda presentation for specific projects, or icebreakers, you know, like when you are running a meeting with the entire team, maybe you want to start with a little fun activity to loosen up people before you really get into the core of the meeting. So icebreakers, playing games as well could be one of the things. I believe they have a couple of gaming templates under Whiteboard. So let's just try game, see what happens. Yeah, we have 3 templates specific to game. The other keyword was meeting. So let's say if I can type meeting here. Yes, meeting will surface a bunch of whiteboard specific templates as well. So also remember that keyword. The third type of use cases Canva puts forward is research and collaborative design. So that is working with your team to create mood boards, to create color palettes, or to create wireframes for specific design projects, or even once you have created the drafts of your design projects, to put them out there on the whiteboard and start collecting feedback for the specific project with your team. Because we've seen it's really easy to add sticky notes and comments and point to specific elements on the page. So yeah, I think the whiteboards would be really useful for this type of collaborative design projects. So again, let's head back to our whiteboard right here and try to search and surface these projects by typing, for example, mood board. I think mood board will surface. Yeah, we have one only. Let's try a broader keyword, design, and see what's in there. So yeah, the keyword design has more options right here. Maybe let's try a last one, which is feedback. Let's see if they have any. Yeah, we have 6 entries for the word feedback. All right, let's continue with the fourth use case that Canva puts forward for their whiteboard, and that is about strategy and planning. Okay, so things like product planning or product mapping, campaign mapping or campaign planning, creating a matrix for specific projects. So all of this is now really easy to do in collaboration with your team using the whiteboard. So for these type of templates, you'd probably use keywords like strategy. I type in strategy, yeah, I have a bunch of different things here. Customer journey, maybe journey, yeah, you will find customer journey, or matrix. should probably find some matrices as well. And then there is one last category Canva really wants to highlight, and that is mapping and diagramming, okay? So the flowcharts, the mind maps, the decision trees, all of these visual workflows that will help us really move forward with the team on specific projects. So that is the category mapping and diagramming. So if I go back one last time to my templates here, maybe I type in diagram and see what's in there. Yeah, a bunch of different templates as well. And the other one was map. So if I type in map, again, you will find some good templates. All right, I think we covered everything there is to know about these new whiteboards. Thank you for watching until the end. Let me know in the comments, like, what is your favorite feature of these whiteboards? How do you intend to use them? Are you going to use them just by yourself or with your team? How are you going to use that feature? I'm really curious, so please let me know in the comment. Also, I will be your relay with Canva. If you have ideas on how to further improve whiteboards, let me know your ideas in the comments. I will relay them to Canva. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching until the end. If you did, let me know in the comment by typing in the word legend, because if you watch until this part of the video, you are a legend and you need to be recognized. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.